Hi, I hope y'all can hear me. Walking, we're gonna walk and talk. All right. We're gonna walk and chat. So I want to talk about this situation that took place in Las Vegas between the two YouTubers. Now, I want to use their in that was going back and forth in Vegas um, over, a period of time. They had got in touch with each other like in person. They had met up before. But when they met up last Sunday, it's been a week. A little over a week, but they met up last Sunday in Vegas. Mm. And it ended in a homicide, a double homicide. And, a lot of people I've been watching over the week, they covered it. I mean, it's been thousands of videos covering it. The news has covered it. Big places has covered it. You know, um, Even YouTuber, Wally was down. Wally was down there at the I said Wally. Wally was down there at the courthouse when they had the first hearing. So when I'm watching it, I watch some YouTubers say, "Oh, why would they go back and forth? Why would you let it get to this limit? Why would you, react like that? Why would you throw your life away? Why would you do this?" Well, here's what I have to say. Being a YouTuber, and I'm gonna speak on this as a YouTuber, not as a subscriber, as a YouTuber. One of the trends on YouTube that seems to be very popular is trying to push people to the limit. You know what I mean? Trying to get people to sorry, I went to sit down, not sure. Getting people to snap, you know, uh, trying to take people's jobs, trying to uh, out people's family, getting up with everybody who hates somebody, doing lives back to back to back about a person. But then when people snap, then you see all these people who do the stuff that make people snap. You see them saying stuff like, "Oh, that's just too far. Oh, they took it real life. Oh, what about your family? What about the people who love you? How come nobody stopped you? How come nobody stops y'all?" So since I've been a YouTuber, I have literally had people do shit that you be like, in real life, who does this? Who does this kind of stuff? Because this the kind of stuff that leads to that kind of stuff. So I've had people on the internet purposely, they try to take you down. They try to do something to get a bunch of people to massively turn on you and not support you anymore and go places and talk about you. They go put out restraining orders. They go get lawyers. They go call the police. They had a police come to your house. And they didn't get all this to me. But you just be watching this and thinking, so, what is it you all expect people to do? Like, what do you do when they respond to this? What do you do if one day they sitting at home loading a clip with your name on it, and then you're saying, "Oh, that's too much." But these same people are saying, "Hey, hey, hey." Sorry, y'all. Of course, traffic is booming and booming, so it's so loud. But these will be the same people who will say, "Why didn't you just log off?" Because to them, they are coming to torture you. You love Diddy. Many do. Many do. But yeah, people they come on here to torture you and they hope you run off. They hope you get so scared or discouraged. Or but see, if you nobody should have to put up with bullying. Nobody. Nobody should be bullied. Nobody should have to be ganged up on. Nobody should have to be all of this to get a point across. But at the end of the night, for the people who keep standing and saying this wrong, I don't stand for that. I'm not about this. That's how you get some of these crimes to stop. Because we got to make a voice saying it's unacceptable before the crime. We shouldn't wait till somebody get in 187 for us to be like, oh, you know what? This bullying on YouTube, this arguing, this beef on YouTube go too far. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna quote Biggie Smalls in his lyrics. Biggie said, "What's beef? Beef is when you need two gats to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, you guaranteed to be in ICU." Now, that tells you beef means somebody dying. Why do people on the internet have beef with each other? Why do I need to see you in jail? Why do I need to see you unemployed? Why do I need to see your kids hate you? Why do I need to see you get a divorce? Why do I need to see you lose your? I don't need to see none of this. I don't. The fact that you wake up and go to sleep thinking about me is enough for me, honey. I'm okay. I'm okay that I live rent free all through your mind. Hmm. Hmm. I'm okay that you validate yourself off of having people. Hey, hey, hey. That you validate yourself off having people that don't like me because of you. If that make you sleep good at night, baby, please live. Live. Danny okay with it. Danny okay with it. Amanda, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Trick shot, how you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah. So that all like I said, all that bully, all that hate, Danny ain't got time to do that. I don't have time to come on here and hate on people because of whatever they think is. I got to worry about the things in me I don't like and fix that. I'm not worried about what somebody else needs to fix. I don't even think like that. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know about hero. I can't think of nobody in the industry that's a hero. What they saved. What they saved. But I mean, they could be a hero to you. They might have saved you from something. So I'm not gonna knock that because music does save people. So maybe they music did save you and put you in a better place. So I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not. I don't have hatred for Diddy. Thank you, thank you. I don't have hatred for Diddy. But like I said, this video isn't even about Diddy. Now I need to do a Diddy in my opinion because y'all know I got years of conversation about that. But yeah, no, this is about when we get to situations where people are taking somebody's life, but we don't understand that people are doing the same things that led to that. And they don't get that you don't know when somebody gonna do it till they do it sometimes. So you don't know when you were attacking whoever that they might be that type of person. You don't know that. He helped a lot of people in music. Huh? Now you gonna have me switch this up. We gonna talk bullying. He helped them how? He had some of the worst contracts with people ever. 10 year, I mean, it'd be like a 20-year contract, 10 album contract, but yet you couldn't have no outside producers, nothing else. So if he not sitting you down with producers, how you getting these albums out? When you get in the studio time. So he wasn't great on contracts. Every group he had, he basically used and abused them, turned them out, and we ain't even talking Diddy sauces. We not. Many people need some food. I can help you by telling you that wherever you at, I don't know what city or state you're in, but I'm sure they have some kind of a resource they can. Hopefully they do. Gabe, thank you, thank you, thank you, Gabe. Gabriel, can shout out your friend. Thank you, Gabe, for your views. Thank you to everybody who gives a view. Thank you, thank you. To all the freak. That's what people don't understand. Like, I can't be mad at Diddy about having freak offs. That's not what nobody. I'm not mad at Diddy. That's what people don't understand. The things I don't like, I wouldn't like them no matter who was doing them. I'm not here to judge them. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Kevin, how you doing? My mama Ann, how you doing? Anybody else I missed? My bad. How you doing? Hmm. But yeah, but like I said, on this internet, because this, remember these videos ain't more than 15 minutes. But yeah, and I don't want to get too far off of this. The but yeah, even when people bullying on here, they don't know you don't know who you bullying. Because nobody know nobody on here. When the subs reaching out to me, everything, I don't know them. I know who they present. When people come in this chat, I don't judge them. I go off who they presenting. If they present somebody nasty, I don't want that a part of myself. So I move around it. If they present themselves with a crown respectful, then I respect them. It's that simple. But like I said, here on this internet, just like the real world, it's people who you cut them off in traffic, they'll chase you for 10 miles. You'll look up in the nighttime, they still behind you. Like, dang, all this because I got in front of you. Maybe I, maybe I didn't see you. Maybe I didn't notice you. Maybe I wasn't thinking, let me cut you off and piss you off all day. But that's how people are on the internet. Oh, I don't like what you say. I don't like how you look. I don't like where you live. I don't like your race. I don't like your gender. I don't like your whatever. And you're like, you don't like it. Why are you over here watching it? And how many creators do it take to take one creator down? So I'm like I said, you be doing all that gang up. When I was listen, I'm not no saint. I am not no saint. And like I said on this internet, I had to. I'm gonna give y'all this story real quick, and I'm gonna get up out of here. So I might not see the chat. My mom's got the chat, and to anybody who come in, I don't say, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Sorry if I missed you." But look, while I was on this internet, I had a situation. I had a couple of situations. I didn't start them. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. It don't matter who started them if you're playing the game. But while I was on the internet, while I've been on the internet, there's a situation with me and the B, Just Jules. Now, if you go through my shorts, yeah, I got a short where I drove past her house. But here's a part of the story that I said back then, but people probably weren't listening for that. When that situation happened and I drove past her house, first of all, I didn't go to no police station to rattle the press charges. I wanted to make it clear that this isn't a one-sided thing. This is something that could lead to some messed up stuff. I told everybody I didn't want no beef with Jules. I wasn't thinking about Jules to have no beef. As that shit was escalating, as my family has been talking about all this shit, as all this is going on, when we driving past our house, I'm in the car, me, Cat, Terry, Lynn. As we driving past our crib, Cat keeps saying, "Let's pull over and ring a doorbell. Let's ring a doorbell." I say, "Cat, let me tell you something about me. I'm not that person. I don't ring people doorbell to intimidate them. If you come to my house to play games, I promise you, even if you take me out, you are leaving in a body bag. You will be in a body bag. You'll end up in one because I don't do none of that shit to nobody. I don't go to nobody's house. It's a ding dong ditch. I don't go to nobody's house to peekaboo, peekaboo. I roll past I rolled past, and like I said, here's the truth. Was the riding past could it be seen as some as a bullying move or whatever? It could if I bully. I rolled past because one, the police station was down the street, two, you registered as a business. So I could ride past there and I followed everything that would make it where I didn't break a law. And then I didn't. There was no crime I committed. Was it whatever? It could have been that. So somebody called it intimidation, they could have called it that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that Cat wanted to stop, knowing that I'm sitting here telling you, if I stop, we running in this motherfucker. If I stop, then I'm gonna feel everything that's because that's provoking a person and what they're doing. Now, if that situation would have caused, and I would have said, let's stop, because there's always somebody around people that's provoking shit or instigating shit or okay with shit until it get hot. And I said, trust me, you don't want it. You don't want it. And then I think about when I was hitting my losing point with her, and I was telling them, I am not going to keep going back and forth. I'm not going to let you down my family. I'm not going to, some people, and I'm not a violent person. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I don't play about things I would never do to people. Because if I did them to you, I wouldn't be surprised if you retaliated. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't care what race you are. I wouldn't be surprised if you would protect your family. I wouldn't be surprised if you protect your home, protect your job, your income. I wouldn't be surprised. Definitely protect your home. I believe every American should protect their home. Anybody coming up in there uninvited will have to find out who you were once you got up in there. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. So I don't believe in going to nobody's crib. But like I said, this YouTube shit can start taking you to places. It's you. You control you. You control you. But half the people that sit and talk about how, oh, whoa, did you see this? I'm gonna change. Can you believe it? They're the people that do stuff to people hoping they snap. I think all the people who wanted until they thought it was so, they wanted me to pull up on the B. They wanted to see what would happen in person. What y'all thought we was gonna talk? What y'all thought it was gonna be conversations? We was gonna do a back and forth for live clicks and views for super chats. And like I said, it's people out here. I got 30 seconds. It's people out here who actually pay for that. That's why as soon as these people go live to beef, here they come with super chats, memberships, cash apps, because they instigate the fire. They throw gasoline to the fire. They the reason that people would go live with a dumper on them to the middle of the strip and commit a crime. We live in a world where everybody's trying to prove something, but only thing they proving is that hate is validated by haters. That's it for me. Y'all, that's my opinion on this. I'm sorry we took a little dip to Diddy. And so that kind of put me over my 15 minutes because I dipped off for a second. But yeah, it's just bullying. It has to stop. So like I said, Danny, I feel I ain't never bullied nobody, but like anybody, if a bully's try that bully tactics with me, I'm gonna bully the bully. But yeah, I know it could lead to something else. These people don't get that when you keep raging people and then put them together in rage, they could have crimes of passion. You never know what can happen. Don't play these games and then be mad. Be mad that, oh, I didn't know it could lead that. Yes, you did. Yes, y'all did. And all those people, they do it. They do it. They have mass lives about each other. They go out of town, come into town so they can let people know what they doing. When we was out of town, all us together, everybody love to talk about that Tennessee trip. When we was out of town all together, people were saying, don't say y'all back in Tennessee. Don't say this because we want her to think y'all still around her because they wanted her to have fear. They wanted her to be scared. They wanted, but the real thing I kept telling them, it's real demons out here. It's real demons out here. But some of us, because I'm a good one, I'm on crown behavior at all times. I know how to compose myself. And I know that any action I do, I want to do it because I decided it, not because somebody else is sitting there pulling my strings, because somebody is sitting there feeding you the stuff to make you sick. Don't let that happen to you. So if you want to survive on this internet, sometimes you got to be dolo. You got to be strong enough to cover your own ass at all times. You have to be because these people don't even wipe their ass. So y'all have a good one. Remember, nothing should lead you to deciding you taking somebody's life. Nothing should lead you there. And this internet, if it's leading you to fighting, then you should find a way on the internet to set up some legal, not illegal, some legal boxing matches for these people that got so much to say to each other. And let's see if they'll step in that ring. And then you could raise money and give them the money off of them boxing fights for they, dental work or whatever happens after they get their teeth knocked out. But maybe we can do it that way. But y'all, all this violence, I mean, you wanna protect something, protect your neighborhood, protect your city, your state, protect this country. But stop all this YouTube protecting. Stop feeding the fires and then being mad that it burnt the whole village down. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And to all y'all people out here gang banging on people, when they snap, just like when the kids who go and get bullied every day and they snap, I don't think that's a justification to go in there and hurt people who never hurt you. But when it happens, you got to understand, you got to stop poking the bear. And how do y'all know who the bear is? Y'all don't. Y'all don't. You think you know. And that's why some of these people who keep fighting each other, the reason they keep doing this stuff with each other is because they know the limits that they'll go to with each other. Have you ever met people in real life who you could call the state on my kids? You could help me lose my job and we can even talk to each other. We're friends in any kind of way or capacity. These people do it and they send out false shit to everybody else because they think it's okay to do this. It's not okay, people. It's not okay to bully. It's not okay to hate. It's not okay to kill. It's not okay to fight. It's not okay to be a troll. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay that you woke up in the morning and your life sucks so bad that you think everybody else does. It's not okay. So, like I said, at the end of the night, the only person everybody is responsible for is themselves. That's it. So when you know something's not right, don't you do it. But when you do it, please don't come on this here internet to tell us about people who took it too far. You just haven't got there yet. You haven't got there. Because, like I said, if you ask me, and I've been saying it, even when Mims died, it comes from people's beef, open doors to messy people being around. And so who knows who you let in? Everybody they hate, they was once upon a time loving them, talking about them. All the people that they gang up with, some of the worst people ever to people on the internet. Their history is known for being bullies, for cyberbullying, for stalking, for doxing, for harassing. But like I said, there's some real people out there, and I don't mean they real because they willing to kill. And I don't mean they real because they willing to fight. I mean they really just don't play that shit. They don't play about their life, their safety. They don't look over their shoulder all day. Some people just don't do that. So, and they don't know how to handle it the right way neither. Everybody isn't in sound mind. Okay, they're not. So I thank God for my sound mind. All right, y'all. I don't went way past my time limit. I'm gonna do another live. I just had to get my opinion out about this because, like I said, am I surprised? It's not the first time. It's not the first time a YouTuber took another YouTuber's life. It's not. And until we stop being okay with all the bullying for fun, it's not gonna be the last. But everybody have a good one. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And if you don't have anything better to do but go into chats and spread hate, you part of the problem people talking about. Enjoy your day. Love ya. See ya.